When rhyme is the main way we organize a poem, we reduce the number of options we have for truth and spontaneity. Rhyme can steer a poem toward a word we don't mean, but one that we need. We've committed to this sound before even knowing what we mean to say, and without knowing where the poem wants to go. It's like getting married to your kindergarten crush, who turns out to be really controlling, and then steers the entire course of your life. A fixed, rigid rhyme scheme can control a poem from its first line to its death. Rhyme is artificial. In our present age, we have a distrust for things that are too slick, shiny, and overproduced. Think about the emergence of reality shows that resisted the false laugh tracks of sitcoms. Or better, how YouTube and Instagram videos are bringing us closer to content producers and reality in general, minus the filters. When a poem has heavy, clunky rhymes, it draws attention to its unnaturalness. In our daily experience, no one communicates in rhyme. Too much of it has the saccharine effect of artificial sweetener. Yet rhyme has its benefits. First, it helps us memorize poems. It's a mnemonic device. But there are other ways of making your poems memorable. We could attend carefully to language, that is, phrase our thoughts and feelings in quotable ways. We can build a striking system of imagery. We could use surprising metaphors. Anne Sexton, for example, begins her collection of love poems with a poem called The Touch. For months my hand had been sealed off in a tin box. Nothing was there but subway railings. That's unforgettable to me. An absolute perfect metaphor of the speaker's initial loneliness, followed by the bones and tendons of the hand resembling subway railings. Rhyme isn't the only way to make something memorable. Trust your images. Another benefit of rhyme is that it's delightful to the ear. The ear loves completing the sound patterns that rhyme sets up. But careful, I'm not saying that we should give up sound altogether. Rhyme is only one subset of sonic techniques. I'm encouraging you to challenge yourself to construct poems with more subtle uses of sound. Internal rhymes, slant rhymes, eye rhymes. In class, we'll find techniques that liberate you from the control of rhyme. Trust me, your poems will sound more sophisticated as a result. We can still write poems that are pleasing to the ear without rhyme. Here's the first stanza of a poem by Gerard Manley Hopkins from his Sonnets of Desolation. Really dramatic. Don't worry about meaning, just listen to how all the interesting sounds work. Not, I'll not, carry in comfort, despair, not feast on thee, not untwist, slack they may be, these last strands of man in me, or, most weary, cry, I can no more, I can something, hope, wish day come, not choose, not to be. It's an old poem, maybe around 1885. Rhyme was still dominant and he uses it, but already he's turning our attention inward into the line. All those knots and assonance, last strands of man in me, all the rhythmic springs, lots of hip-hop in this, from an Irish priest.